In this video, we're going to share with you hints and tips on how to get your dog to pull forward when you're canicrossing. So to help encourage your dog to actually pull into the harness and run in front of you. In the video, we're going to be featuring Ira. She's not a naturally pulling dog, and it's tips and techniques that we've used to help improve that and enjoy canicrossing together. So one of the most important things is to make sure your dog is wearing a very comfortable harness that is designed for canicross. Canicross harnesses have been made in that way so it doesn't restrict the dog's movement in any way. The dog can quite freely move its front legs and its back and feel very comfortable. If you over harness your dog, that could give it a reluctance to actually move forward if it's restricting in any way. So Ira here, she's wearing one of our DogFit harnesses. They're a great entry-level harness, very comfortable, very lightweight, and you can see there's no restriction in her front legs. Also, if you're trying to encourage your dog to pull forward and it's a bit reluctant to do that, you might be better on a short line, so one of these shorter lines, because it means the dog is closer to you. It can obviously hear the commands that you're giving, and also you're not encouraging them to be holding the line. So that would be our first tip. Make sure your dog is in comfortable canicross kit. So once you've got your dog kitted out in a canicross harness, choose conditions that are going to be conducive to a positive training environment. So not too hot, your dog's not feeling lethargic, maybe first thing in the morning are the best times to do this. Canicross is such a fabulous sport for building a really strong bond with your dog. And like any relationship, good communication is key. Your dog really needs to understand what's being asked of it. Just because you're putting the dog in a canicross harness, some dogs naturally don't know that they're being expected to pull. So in the same way as you would use the sit command and the dog knows that that's what you're asking it to do, we're going to apply that to canicross. So choose a command that you're comfortable with. For me personally, with my dogs, I use the command on, so they know when they hear this, they're being asked to pull into their harnesses. And you really want to be consistent throughout the exercises and stick to that one phrase. These first couple of exercises that we're going to show you can actually be done in your garden or in an open space. Obviously trying to keep distractions down to a minimum, but we're going to show you how you can use your command alongside these exercises to start installing into the dog what you're asking them to do. So another way to help the dog understand the command to pull forward into harness is actually to get someone else to go to another part of the garden and actually call your dog. And as the dog pulls into harness, you can then give them the command on. On, good girl. On. On, good girl. On. Good girl. That's it. On. Good girl. On. On. Go. On. Good girl. On. Good girl. On. Good girl. Good. Good girl. So another really effective way to help train your dog to pull consistently in harness is to go and run with a group of people. This might be a DogFit training class, or it could be just a social run with friends. With all the dogs running together, and obviously the more experienced dogs leading the way, this is a really effective way for your dog to understand what's required. We would suggest that you would try running towards the back, not the very back, but towards the back of the group, so your dog can effectively see what the other dogs are doing. It works a treat. So hopefully some of the hints and techniques we've shown you here will help your dog improve and pull into harness when you're canicrossing. You just have to see what works best for you. Verbal encouragement and consistency is the key. But at the end of the day, the really important thing is that you are out with your dog having fun and enjoying the canicross journey together, whether you're jogging 1K or you're running a marathon.